So how are Republicans responding to the indictment here? Some of them not too happy. For example, here's James Comer, head of the Oversight Committee, sending out on social media, quote, saying it's a small start, but, quote, unless Weiss, David Weiss, special counsel, investigates everyone involved in the fraud schemes and influence peddling, it will be clear Biden's DOJ is protecting Hunter Biden and the big guy. Mick, what do you expect to hear from Republicans?
That, because they're trying to figure out a way to tie it to Joe Biden, just the same way the Democrats are trying to tie the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers to Donald Trump on January 6th. It's like, okay, there's a lot of bad actors out there. How do we tie our political opponents to them? I don't know if you could do it on the drug charge, but again, I've said from the very beginning, I think this is the least of the Biden family's concerns. I think the emails are a big deal. The money's a big deal. People don't understand how somebody who's been in the Senate for his entire life can afford to live the lifestyle that Joe Biden has. There's a lot of money sloshing around that family. People are going to want to know why.
I wonder what you make of what Vivek Ramaswamy, presidential candidate.
This is part of an effort to kick Biden out?
Quote, I predict this is the first step for the Democratic Party managerial class to pressure Joe Biden out of the race. Biden will become a sacrificial pawn in service to the deep state that wants to keep power at all costs. Vivek Ramaswamy running third/fourth in the Republican primary.
He sounds like a human Twitter GP. Like
that sounds like Chat GPT.
Well, it's a quote, Christie. No, I mean, look, Vivek Ramaswamy has been trying to, paint the DOJ, obviously, as biased against Republicans, and this is obviously what he's trying to do here and now. You're going to continue to hear Republicans, whether it's on the Hill or on the campaign trail, continue to say there's this double standard of justice that you see someone like Hunter Biden facing versus what Joe Biden is facing.
Blake, the fever swamps are funny because the DOJ and the media, of which I am a card-carrying member, we're simultaneously rigging the election for Joe Biden and rigging the election so we can get rid of Joe Biden. And doing two of those things at once.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I hope I get paid a lot of money.
Here's
for
where
that.
I think Republicans risk really having a disaster. They're so focused on Hunter. The only people that really care about Hunter are already baked in Republican voters. Independents are the ones they should be trying to convince.
See, but that's where I come back. That's where I come back to
this.
what David said. That he's sort of convincing me is that if you're selling normalcy, if you're going to run against Trump, let's assume for the sake of this discussion, it's Biden against Trump. In 2020, it was vote for me, I'm normal, he's not. This does undercut.
But Biden looks like oatmeal.
But what about Trump's legal issues? I mean, they both look abnormal.
Which tends to turn off voters, which drives down participation, which gives Donald Trump a huge advantage.
2016.
Right. Well, coming up.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.